Hey everyone, this is Colton with Chasing Trails. We are back from our first weekend with Ole Thick Hips here, and it is freezing cold here in Newcastle, Norman area, and I'm going to unload it real quick, and I'm going to show you guys what the adventure was like. So I'm going to show you how we take a 1997 Facebook find with a Facebook find camper, Facebook find cot, and everything else, and we take it from this to this, which is much better. So here was my journey. Follow along, guys. Thank you. Well, hello. This was our first night in the truck camper that I made for less than probably $3 grand. Bought the truck for $2,400 and scrounged up a few things on Marketplace. Able to get a cot for $10. Able to refurbish my grandfather's old vintage aluminum ice chest, keep the thing air proper. And then I had these old blankets and stuff already, something that the wife bought, never used, so I hacked them up, made some curtains. Hey, lay down. Yeah, good girl. And built myself a tailgate. I'll show that off here in a little bit too. Hey, lay down. She wants to be part of the video. Got me some hot coffee going on this morning. So mainly I want this to be kind of the first introduction video to my channel, Chasing Trails. It's going to be about hiking, overlanding, camping, going off grid, and just getting out there, right? Especially trying to get away from the 9 to 5. And I know that it's not easy. Everyone seems to dream it, and right now I'm trying to tackle that dream. Me and my wife are living in Oklahoma. We got 3 kids, and we have been married for about 14 years now. We're going to show you guys how to get out of the dreadful 9 to 5, to be able to go and do this and travel full time, be outdoors, be where God created you, which is something interesting to think about. You know, we have more time in our DNA spent standing by a campfire, cooking your food over a campfire, trying to stay warm, the art of survival. We got more time in our DNA doing that than we do going to an office, collecting a paycheck, walking into a grocery store. You know, and on another video, I heard a guy say that in today's times that we're homesick. And it's not for a home, it's for a time and place that we can't have anymore. I think we get caught up in the minutia of life and forget what life is. It's easy to get stuck on autopilot and just go, 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 go. Wake up 5 years later, the only thing you got's a new truck, new house, and a few cliche memories. Cookie cutter memories, we'll call them that. They're almost a blur. They're not even like intentional, meaningful memories. You know, I quit my job maybe 2 months ago. And in that time, I've had more meaningful, intentional, thoughtful memories with my kids and family than I have the past 5 years that I can think of. Maybe we'll make that a segment. We'll call it Coffee with Colton. It is peaceful and beautiful out here. I don't know if you can hear it, but the river is just right there. Right there. My little setup. Lassie, my girl. Worked out really, really good. Forgot to film the setup. Well, I really forgot. When I got here last night, it was dark and cold and not a lot of time left to just go ahead and make dinner and go to bed. So me and old Lassie, we bundled up and got warm and made some dinner. Anyone else ever do that? If the sun gets right in my face, I will sneeze, 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 sneeze. If you're not camping with hot coffee, you haven't even done the first thing of camping. And that's bring coffee. I almost thought I forgot my coffee this morning. I about packed up and went home. I mean, you're writing it down. You go step 1, bring coffee. Step 2, go camping. The rest will fix itself. I've been coming down the Blue River for a couple of years now, and it's become one of my favorite little quick getaways. It's not too far. My favorite getaway here in Oklahoma is Robbers Cave, but from where I'm at, that's 3, almost 4 hours away from me. So, a little bit more than just a hop, skip, and a jump. But this is about an hour and 40 minutes-ish from where I'm living now. It's not a bad little drive at all. By the way, I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to this YouTube channel. There's a lot of other YouTubers, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that I watch quite frequently and that I look up to and that I would like to model after. Outdoor Boys is one of them. Absolutely love that show. That is one of my all-time favorite YouTube channels. You're talking about just a wholesome family. You know, and that's a good example of someone that had it in the secular world, per se. He killed it in his job, went off, created a law firm in Virginia, a DUI law firm, crushed it, made his money with that well before he needed to make any money with YouTube. And I think that that's what does it, is he went and did it for the genuineness of creating content for people, helping people, showing them. People that, you know, can't go do it right this second, you know, they live vicariously through him. I love that. Oh, Lassie here just wants to cuddle. She just wants to cuddle. You're gonna see Lassie a lot in my videos. You'll see my kids. You'll meet my wife. We're gonna have another YouTube channel as well. Believe that. Going to do this, and I'm gonna do it for 2. But we're also building a school bus, and we're gonna live in it full time, to do this full time, to live in this life. And it's gonna be me, my wife, my 3 sons, and we're gonna have 3 dogs. We got Lassie here. We got a mixed mutt named Luna. And we got a Great Dane named Sweet Pea. And they definitely all have personalities and are a part of the family. Lassie here, though, she's my adventure dog. She's mine. She's a good girl. That cot's not very big, and she tried to sleep with me all night last night. When I lay on it, my shoulders already touch each bar on each side. So, I mean, having her up there with me, we just made the best of it. So I'm gonna be overlanding quite a bit. I'm gonna overland to my destinations, go as far off the beaten path as I can with my vehicle. And then when I get stopped there, I'm gonna hike and go even further. But with this channel, I want to show like hiking trail walkthroughs. So for instance, right, when you go to Robbers Cave or something like that, and you're wanting to see maybe what that trail might look like, to kind of know what to be prepared for your first timers or your beginners. People that are nervous or scared of going out and getting into this stuff because they don't know what it looks like. I want to try to break down that wall and bridge that gap, make it where it's something that you can be more comfortable to go and do, especially if you've seen with your eyes kind of a quick glimpse, and you can know what to be prepared for, right? I think some people think that the woods is full of big scary monsters, but I'm telling you, this is the farthest thing away from it. Everything out here has respect. The city, that's full of big scary monsters. People don't have respect for people out there, or even your animals, your trash bandits and stuff. Way worse in the city than they are here. Most animals out here in the woods, if you got a little campfire going, they're not gonna mess with you. They got no interest. They know better. Matter of fact, I think it said somewhere along the Bible, I'll have to refresh in my verses a little bit, but you know, God told them that we're here to get them, and I think they know that, so they stay clear of us. Of course, unless you're in their territory, right? Like their nest or around their babies or their youth or something, they'll fight. They'll fight for their life, but 90% of the time, if not 99% of the time, you're not gonna have it work. Hey, you're talking about a hairy dog. Stuff a whole new down jacket with just her hair. This is all being filmed on my cell phone just because I don't have the SIM cards right now for the GoPros that I bought, because that's how new and unexperienced I am. That bought a GoPro. Hear this story. Bought a GoPro, 2 of them actually. Got the chest mount and everything, all the little accessories I thought I would need, cool little case, all this stuff. I go out bow hunting, and I decided I'm gonna take my kayak. I've always wanted to take my kayak bow hunting, just because how cool would that be? Paddle your kayak out there, right? Going across the lake, go off to this area, hike off in the distance, set up, sit there with your bow, get you one, and then paddle them back on your kayak. That's something I've always wanted to do. So I go, get everything set up, pull my kayak down, get it all down to the water, put my chest piece on that shows the GoPro and everything, and I guess you call it the chest harness, and turn it on, and it's no SIM card. I didn't know that you were supposed to have a SIM card just to even be able to record on them, but it makes sense. So that was my first experience with the GoPro. And then I have a good friend. You'll see him every now and then. His name's Lance. They're gonna have their own YouTube channel too, because they're also doing a bus. He was like, hey buddy, I'm gonna go to Missouri, do me some deer hunting. You mind if I take the GoPro? And I was like, absolutely. But learning from my mistakes, you have to have a SIM card. Got it. He goes and buys a SIM card, gets everything ready, gets his stuff prepared, goes out there, same thing. Gets up in his tree stand, gets everything set up, got his chest harness on, everything's all perfect, goes to turn it on, not even the right SIM card. So, if any of you are going to get a GoPro, make sure you have the right SIM card for the GoPro. They're not cheap, but it's what it needs, and that's how you will get your videos. And if you're doing YouTube like this, then hopefully one day it pays off. Y'all want to make another cup of coffee? Another cup of coffee? Show you how we make coffee. So, I got my Nalgene bottle with some water already in it. To the top. And guys, if you don't have one of these are the coolest water bottles that you can get. I'm telling you, the Nalgene bottles are top tier, super durable, they're lightweight, they're good for hiking, backpacking, all that fun stuff, camping. They are definitely a need to in your arsenal. Okay, so then I got my cooker right here. It's like a jet boil. I got the Fire Maple. It's the Amazon version, I guess. Who knows? Maybe not. But it works. We're gonna take our water, dump it into our cooker. I'll Set that over there for right now. You don't want to watch it cook. And now this is my pour over. Very simple. Your coffee grounds go on the inside. Has a little metal mesh strainer in there. I am a lover of the Folgers. There's a little line in there that you fill it up to. Pretty simple. Just fill it up with coffee, put the top part back on it, and then these little wings right here go and they sit right on your cup. And you'll know that thing's ready once it starts shooting steam out the top. You'll think you'll hear it boiling, right? Not yet though. That's just your pre-boil. That's your steam building up. And to each their own. If you just want to get your water warm and then pour it over that way. I like good hot coffee, especially out here in the cold. I like that stuff to warm my hands up and my body when I take a sip on it, right? I mean, if you don't feel it just shooting through your body, it ain't hot enough. I mean, I need that stuff to loosen my joints up. And black. I drink it black. No frou-frou stuff. Plus, I'm lactose intolerant, and a little bit of milk and creamer flip my tummy upside down. And I don't want that out here in the woods. You have me painting trees. That thing though, I have taken that thing on so many trips, and it has lasted the test of time. It's actually broke once. The igniter broke onto it, and I fixed it. And then it broke again, and then my buddy messed with it, and he fixed it. So, but for the price of it, I mean, and I'm not hating on the other ones that are a little bit more expensive out there. One day that I got the money to go spend on it, I'm gonna get a nice one too. But if you don't have the budget for all the nice name brand stuff, go to Amazon. Even if you don't have that, even those little cheap Chinese little cookers. Oh, I see a little, I think it's a squirrel down there. Those do a good job too. For a long time, I used one of those little cheap Chinese cookers that fold out and got the fans that come out onto it, and you turn it on. I used that and an 8-inch cake pan, right? About like yay tall, about that big around. It's just a perfect little pan to sit on top of that. And you can get a non-stick, and they sell these cool little clippers that you can grab the side of it. That way you don't have to touch anything that's hot. And that's not a bad setup. I really enjoyed cooking with that for a long time. I still have it, and I still bust it out every now and then. Really easy to cook like ramen noodles and stuff on, because you can just throw everything in that little 8-inch pie pan and then cook it on your deal, and you can eat it right out of it with that metal tong thing. And I'll show you guys what all that looks like in one of my videos. Start to see a little steam coming up top. Once it gives me a good, like a little train. That's it, right there. Now, And that's how we make coffee. All right, let's get this fire started. I went ahead and moved spots. Me and Lassie took a hike and, well, a walk. And I came across a site that I've been curious about. And I saw a little trail going through the woods. Right there. And I decided to continue walking it, and it goes right to the river. And I will show you guys that here in a little bit as well. But I like it a lot. It's a little bit more secluded feeling, kind of in the trees. But there's Ole Thick Hips in the background. But let's see if we can get this fire started. All right. I've already started collecting some wood. As you can see, I got some little dry stuff here, a little bit thicker stuff. These were already kicked off to the side from someone else having a fire here before. So I just grabbed them and I'm gonna stack them up like so. I'm gonna use this rock to be able to put my fire starter on top of it, because something I saw in another video I was watching, and it might be an issue that I have starting fires, is he said that if you don't have a clean surface to put your fire starter on, or to be able to even use your ferro rod or anything like that, that it will automatically suffocate your fire right out the gate. So it's best to have something you can use. You can split up wood, use half of a log or something. Nestle this in here. That way you got a good flat spot to go ahead and get your fire starter going. And then we're just gonna keep piling up dead sticks around that clean spot and making kind of almost like a little stick igloo around it that we can put that fire starter in there and light it up. Okay. So you see what I got going on here. There's the little cave igloo thing. I put my rock on the bottom, which is flat. And then I have built these sticks up around that rock. Got these little fire starters I made. It's dry lint, sawdust, and then some candle wax. Melt it down, put inside a little cupcake tin, and it does pretty all right. Alright, as you honestly, it's a pretty cool spot, if I'd have to say myself. About to make me and Lassie some food. Ain't that right, Lassie? Lassie. Hi, there you are. Here you are. You're a good girl. We're about to have dinner. Don't know what. I have a couple options. I didn't have breakfast this morning, so I could still have that, which I have some kielbasa sausage and freeze-dried eggs and some bread. Not bad. Or I can eat my dinner early, which I have beef stroganoff in the freeze-dried meals and a couple other ones too. I got a potato soup and something else, so I'm pretty set up. But after collecting some firewood and walking around and adventuring, kind of stirred up an appetite. Feeling snacky. My buddy Nathan will appreciate that one. Whew, ashes. Someone left a little LED lighting solar panel thing tied around like a tree and a pole. It was really knotted bad. It looks like they tried to possibly cut it off. And it's like cut in one or two spots. I don't know. But I'm kind of curious if I can fix it. Ain't got nothing better to do. This is what we got. Ooh, and it just came on. Look at that. Only a couple of them work. See, look. This is cut off on the end. I have these ones. Oh, it's full blown working. Well, Joe, look at that. I'm gonna see if I can string up these other lights to it. And then I got me some accent lights for, and that is why you always bring electrical tape. Boom. I spliced it together there. There was the strand that they'd cut off, and then choo. Whoop. So I cover it up. Boom, they all work. And they got different modes. And boom, it's just on. Maybe. Yep, there we go. They're working. They're flickering more in the video than, well, that was an actual flicker, but either way, I'm gonna play around with them, let them get a full charge in the sun, and see what we got. Well, guys, my batteries died on you, so I wasn't able to finish the video out there, although I just ended up staying that night and packed up early morning, headed on home. Now I'm sitting here editing the video, of course, and I just wanted to say, if you guys watched all the way through, I appreciate it. Keep following me. We're going to keep posting videos, like I said, of trail walkthroughs. We're also going to post videos of overlanding, hiking, camping, making into some vlog type stuff. Of course, as everyone knows, the first multiple videos on a YouTube channel are usually not the way that it actually goes. It'll start to develop a different direction. But I appreciate you guys following along. And like I said, if you made it this far, that's awesome. And keep coming. Let's go.